That time is 11 o'clock on this late Wednesday night, October 23rd, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Wednesday night, October 23rd, 2019. Good to be there, buddy. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It's 11 o'clock, and we have a temperature of 41 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel late night news at the 11 o'clock news is Republicans storm closed door impeachment hearing as escalating Ukraine scandal threatens Trump. Zuckerberg's testimony left lawmakers just concerned about Libra as they were beforehand. Judge orders State Department release Ukraine records in 30 days. President Trump, during his speech in Pittsburgh, said, "We're building a wall in Colorado." PG&E shuts down power in parts of 17 northern California counties, and SoCal Edison could cut power to over 300,000 customers due to wildfire risk. Chicago budget takes aim at its pension deficit. Rising California gasoline prices highlight growing divide in U.S. Fired New York Police Department officer in Eric Garner's chokehold death. Then Penn Taylor sues to get job back. Grand jury declines an indictment. Riot correctional officer who drove pickup truck into a red-eye protesters. Rand Paul praises President Trump's extraordinary breakthrough in Syria. British authorities launch investigation up to 39 bodies are found inside truck. Bolivia's president claims victory as the opposition alleges fraud. Two young children diagnosed with meningococcal disease in Boston. Tesla turns a profit and builds a Chinese factory very fast. Dow Jones features Tesla's stock shows on the Northern Standard about Lam Research and words that life sciences taking the mind and opportunities. UAW local 590 members vote in favor of proposed GM contract. Looking at stocks now. Up 45 at 85 at 26,833.95. S&P 500 up 80.53 at 3,004.52. And Nasdaq up 15.50 at 8119.79. NASA's Planet 9 probe joins search for alien life. A closure of neutron stars created fireworks element in space. Perfect rates and slow motion as studying slow slip events could shed light on destructive tumblers. Visitors at Disneyland, California may have been exposed to measles. 2 strains of polio gone, but the end of the disease is still far off. Alzheimer's risk may be 75% higher for people who eat trans fats. And women learned she has cancer from phototourists that actually she had never known. A pet cafe in China where the owner have stag dogs look like pandas is strong controversy. A federal judge on Wednesday ordered the U.S. State Department to release documents related to President Trump's communication in Ukraine to a federal watchdog. Florida Senator votes to remove Broward sheriff after Parkland shooting. Dr. Reddy recalls heartburn. Drug over cancer causing chemical. A California sheriff's deputy was shot and killed during what police discussed after shooter incident on Wednesday. A House unanimously passed a bill Wednesday that makes inequality a federal felony and close loopholes for 2010 law that corrects any interstate sale videos as a crime. And now looking at news from the Sun Chronicle. Norton Town meeting voters back Saturday elections. Attleboro and North Attleboro High Schools get state grants for manufacturing programs. Driver gets jail sentence for causing crash Interstate 95 in Attleboro. Man's man arrested in Foxborough drug and weapon charge. North Attleboro police said they learned the truth of the man who arrested early Wednesday after women came to the police station to bail him out. Foxborough officials working to improve relations and budget planning. Seekonk man arrested for OUI, leaving accident scene. Norton Town meeting voters approved building removal and Old Planningville drive-by site for business park. And the local news, on the local sports, the Norton Lancers volleyball team fell to the Medway Mustangs on the road, 3-0. Taunton, the city man, is being held on a low bail after allegedly slashing all 4 tires. The women's guard president slipped the floor of her male friend. Joel Edwards, 55, was ordered held on $500 bail in this. Marijuana Biz once again takes the center stage at the Taunton City Council, and tonight at the Mansfield Planning Board meeting, the Mansfield Planning Board were discussing the proposed relief marijuana alternative complex at School Street in Mansfield at Mansfield Crossing, and they're discussing about what goes on there and traffic concerns and all sorts of things that go on. And it was a 3.5-hour hearing, and Mansfield Planning Director Sean Burke called the public turnout a disappointment because few people showed up. Don Taylor says he hopes to begin construction of the rooftop bar and restaurant this winter, with construction and development has a component to begin in the spring of 2020. Rain of orange public screens looted tables inside New England Wildlife Center on Wednesday as dozens of gourds waited to be transported to jack-o'-lanterns and busy carvers. Peter Cello. News time is 11:05 on this late Wednesday night, and it is time now for a Peter Channel Sports Report. Boston Celtics open up the NBA regular season on the wrong foot as they fell to the Philadelphia 76ers in Philadelphia, 107-93. Other NBA scores: Dallas 107, Washington 97. 3-11 in the fourth quarter. 8-11 in the fourth quarter. Oklahoma City 78, Utah 74. 116-11 in the second quarter. Sacramento 56, Phoenix 52. 4-11 in the second quarter. Denver 49, Portland 39. Charlotte 126, Chicago 125, Detroit 119, Indiana 110. Atlanta 94, Cleveland 85, Minnesota 127, Brooklyn 126, final overtime. Miami 120, Memphis 101, and San Antonio 120, New York 111. NHL scores: Ottawa 5, Detroit 2, Tampa Bay 3, Pittsburgh 2. In game number 2 of the World Series in Houston, it is the Washington Nationals looking to go up 2-0 in the series, and they're up 8-2 on the Astros in the top of the 7th down in Houston. Juan Soto will lead the national victory. 49ers, Jimmy and Garoppolo slides were refreshing and scary against the Redskins. Peter Chell. News Talk is 11:07 down after Peter Chell driving transit check. Beep on the MBTA shuttle bus to place a green line service between Governor Center and Lynchburg due to down overhead wire. North Station, please expect delays as buses are set. Time to get a rail. Worcester line train 5:30 to 9:35 p.m. from Worcester departed. Worcester New operated 45 minutes basket due to a mechanical issue. The train to make flag stop has been visible on platform for the train to stop. Soda train 9:27 10:40 p.m. from substation departed. Substation operated 5 minutes basket due to later of equipment, and ferries they are looking good. In Rhode Island, Newport Bridge on both ends it's backed up. 146 it's slow around the North Smithfield area on both ends. 3 in the northbound side, low slow between Hanover and 220 and Rockland. Mass Pike eastbound side, low slow between Lower Rhode Island and Stop Bus and Summit Channel slow council looking good. Mass Pike stop and go the Newton corner. Mass Pike eastbound side also Natick. 290 stop on 495 at the stopbound side, low slow before 290 in Marlborough. Mass Pike eastbound so the Brimfield stretch and after 84 in Sturbridge, and Mass Pike westbound so between Chippy and Westfield. 291 is up side, Little Surround back in Springfield. In Connecticut, 91 northbound side, Little Surround before 84 in Hartford, Connecticut. 84 eastbound and also West Hartford, Connecticut. Merritt Parkway westbound side, also around the Norwalk stretch. 84 both ends slow in the Newtown stretch, and 95 slow between Milton and New Haven, and 95 and then southbound side slow between Bridgeport and Norwalk. And up in New England, it's looking good up in New Hampshire, and 1 on the southbound side, those are Brunswick, Maine, and 89. Northbound side before Brentwood, Vermont, and now it's 15, so it's Southern Quebec around the U.S.-Canadian border. Peter Childers time is 11:09. Time now for weather report. It's a nice and a cool night in store. We have a clear sky, low of 39 degrees, calm wind for Thursday. South sky at 66 degrees. Light west wind given southwest by 5 to 10 miles an hour afternoon for Thursday. Most of good sky at 44 degrees, southwest by 3 to 8 miles an hour for Friday. Most of south sky at 63 degrees. Light wind for Friday night. Chance of being between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. Most of got 45 degrees at light variable wind, chance to 30% for Saturday. Put that got 57 degrees, north for about 6 miles an hour for Saturday night, chance rain after 11 p.m. Most of the got 42 degrees. The light east wind just 50%. For Sunday, rain likely most of got 5 at 57 degrees. South east about 5 to 8 miles an hour, just to 70%. Sunday night, just rain before 2 a.m. Most of the got a little about 47 degrees. South about 5 to 7 miles an hour, light rain in the afternoon, just 50%. For Monday, put the skies about 62 degrees, north about 6 miles an hour. Monday night, check the showers, most skies 47 degrees, north about 3 to 5 miles an hour, just 40% for Tuesday. Check the showers, put these under the most skies got about 61 degrees, low about 45. South was about 5 miles an hour, just 30% for Wednesday. Check the showers, put the skies about 56 degrees, north was about 6 miles an hour, just 30%. Right now, Norton, it is 40 degrees the first guys. That's gonna be it for your channel. 11 o'clock news on this late one night, October 23rd, 2019. Viewers, hope you have a good night with a good presentation, and I'll see you tomorrow morning with a morning report. All right, y'all have a good night.